All right. This is DK Conspiracy Investigator, sitting here talking with a friend Wiz.
We steals Play-Doh.
Who steals Play-Doh snakes. That's actually one of the funniest names. That's cool. But yeah, talking with Wiz steals Play-Doh snakes. And so this is part 2, because I was unsure if part 2 would have been allowed to be on YouTube. And this time I'm giving it a go. So let's see how it goes.
All right, are you ready?
Introduce yourself. Yeah, introduce yourself a little bit more as well first. You know, like the things that you do, so people have some idea of who you are as well. Because I don't often stream on YouTube, so yeah.
Well, I run a channel on Telegram called Phoenix Hunters. The main thing I look into is anything from MK Ultra to mafia syndicate ties to that, to street network, black market ties to trafficking rings. That's the main topic: syndicates and MK Ultra. So, get started here. So a progression into the next page, we're going to start mentioning the Satanism part. So, it says, after numerous murders in 1973, Bundy believed his arrest to become inevitable unless he could secure the protection of metaphysical forces. Through contacts in the pornography underworld, he met Kenneth Mad Dog McKenna, whom he believed could help him through McKenna's ties to the upper process of final judgment. McKenna allowed Bundy to visit him at his home in Minnesota, Florida. It said he convinced Bundy through details of his own crimes that he could kill without impunity, provided he followed specific guidelines. Supposedly, he offered Bundy a contract that allowed him to murder and avoid detection as long as he acted as a representative of Satan, not just simply indulging in his own desires. Most have not yet put together that the calling cards of serial killers, removing heads, fingers, and breasts, aren't random acts of aggression. Certain body parts are needed for specific rituals. Kenneth was said to not only be a part of the process, but it was said that he was a satanic fourth priest in the Hand of Death cult that Henry Lee Lucas and Otis O'Toole claimed to be a part of. The same cult Max Call interviewed Henry Lee Lucas about. McKenna went by another name of Kenneth Alvin Cluey and Kenneth Alvin McKenna. One of his convictions was for the sexual battery of a child under 12. Some of said details, as well as Bundy's ties, were brought forth by an ex-serial killer sheriff deputy named Gerard Schaefer, who not only claimed himself as a cult leader, but said Ted would contact him to compare victim numbers. Kenneth claimed he did a hit on, and this is where we're getting into the mafia shit, because Mad Dog McKenna was a hitman, or claimed to be a hitman. He did a hit on Caesar and Patty. What's that? Let's see. He claimed, it says, who has not only claimed himself to be a cult leader, but said Ted would contact him to compare victim with that. It says he did a hit on Caesar and Patty Vitale, who were involved in a $1 million drug scam. Caesar Vitale had a partner named Mike Papa. He had ties to the Lucchese Mafia, Lucchese Mafia. In fact, Mike's Vinny Papa, his uncle Vinny Papa, was the brains behind the $50 million French Connection heroin heist in New York City. McKenna claimed Mike had South American ties that wanted him to get the money through the Lucchese Mafia, but he never made good on the deal. So after 6 months of the execution of Vitale's, McKenna flew to Queens, New York, and executed Mike and Carla Papa. Vitale grew up in Brooklyn across the street for Joseph Colombo, a don of the New York-based mafia crime family. Vitali was a pal of Colombo's three sons, Joe Jr., Anthony, and Vincent. It says, in the early 20s, he was appointed secretary treasurer of the. I got my notes fucked up on here. I don't think it's the 20s. Secretary treasurer of Italian.
Come on,
Italian
man.
American Civil Rights League.
Come on, man.
An organization founded by Colombo in 1971 to counter negative stories about the mafia. Vitali also, for a brief moment, served as Joe Colombo's bodyguard, according to New York Police Department official intelligence files. After Joe was critically injured in an assassination attempt, he was replaced as crime boss, and his sons moved to Florida. Here, they hoped to start a Florida-New York narcotics network, according to police reports. Vitali was not far behind him in moving to Florida. Cops said Caesar was involved in a drug trafficking ring with the Colombo Mafia. According to ex-FBI agent Al Lamana, Vitali was placed in charge of a front furniture store in Oakland Park that was owned by the Colombos. Vitali left the furniture store to manage the West End restaurant at the Sunrise Musical Theater. Later, he became manager of the Executive House Hotel at Inverrary, Inverrar. This hotel would become one of the main meeting hubs for the organized crime of the Colombos. It says, stated by Plantation police reports. In page 281 of Gerard Schaefer Killer Book, says letter from Schaefer this is a letter from Schaefer to Sandra London, who he dated for a brief period of time. She is the fiance of another serial killer that was a Gainesville Ripper. Fucking names of them. I got so many killers on my fucking head. It's a fiction book. My closet is this is his quote.
See? You need to break as much. Hey, see? You need to break as often as I do. So if the killers are just getting stuck in your head, you really need to have more break time.
What bothered me is I was just researching this motherfucker just earlier, and I don't know why his name just slipped my mind.
Overload.
But
overload is the reason. Not enough break time.
Yeah.
That's it. You've got to allow shit to actually soak into your long-term memory instead of just being in the short-term memory. If it's all go, 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 everything you learn new and you're just learning 100 new things, you might remember a few of them. Because you're not giving it time for any of them to actually soak into the long-term memory. That's it. So you got to mellow a little. I know it's a fucking crazy ass topic and it's really coming to a head, but if you're not able to hold the information, how can you pass it on?
Hold on, I'm looking his name up right now because I can't let that go. Fucking Danny Rolling. Danny Rolling is the other killer. Who Sandra London is a fiance of right now. And she's a true crime author. She's like in her stuff.
Hang on a sec. Yeah, Fred, not sure exactly where we're looking over at the moment. It just says over the world. I can pick a particular country if you have suggestions. Shit, I could show you New Zealand drone footage. It's more impressive than most places, to be honest. But I've been to most of the places that it shows, and the other half of the places it shows I don't want to go to because it shows cities. So it's that's why I can see why other people do, but the shit that I've actually seen personally in New Zealand, not through a drone, beats this. Because our trees aren't just all fucking one type of tree. We have crazy ass native forests that you go through, bushwalks through. And I've gone on week-long tramps and things through my whole country, and it was fucking amazing. And drone footage, while it makes it look nice, I don't believe it does it justice. But I'm still going to do it anyway, just because I've just been talking about. So now, because I've been talking about, I sort of have to. Alright, sorry. You can carry on now while I'm looking up shit.
Alright, so I'm trying to find my spot. Let's see. All right, we'll go to the quote Gerard Schaefer says, my closest associate in this slime pet, Kenneth McKenna, is an anointed fourth priest in the hand of death, and who was a contract killer for the mafia. He is serving a 125-year minimum mandatory life sentence.
Can I just jump in for a second? Did you know that Woody Harrelson's father was an assassin for the government?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that he might have had involvement in the Kennedy assassination.
Yes. Some sort of involvement as being one of, the 7 shooters? That's alright. I'm not sure what things you're not allowed to talk about. Okay. Yeah. Shit that I've streamed and stuff. It's like, yeah, JFK to 9/11, everything is a rich man's trick. That documentary pretty much plays it all out and shows it out. Yeah, pretty much plays it out and shows it all more than almost anything else I've ever watched. I've streamed that one quite a few times. But yeah, that's what I said. My stream pretty much has no censorship, man. I've streamed like shit that... I've streamed Europa, Last Battle. Yeah. If you don't go affiliate, and there's no advertisers involved, you get away with a lot more. This is New Zealand now, by the way. I just changed it to a New Zealand one right now for the video footage. Just because I thought, why not? I will not be able to pinpoint where everything is, but there'll be quite a bit I can. Alright, anyway. Sorry, where were we? Back to who you were saying was involved before I brought up Woody Harrelson.
We'll just talk about something else, bro. There's no way people are going to be able to comprehend this.
Oh, yeah, they are. You underestimate the people that watch my channel all the time.
I know what I'm saying though is we're pausing and talking about 15 different subjects while I'm describing mafia and serial killer shit. There's no way people can comprehend that.
I know, it's just like... I was responding to chat and got carried away for a little bit. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, it's all good.
No, that's it. No, that's all. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but yeah, I'm responding to my chat because I still have to appreciate the people that are paying attention to listening to us. See? Otherwise, we might as well just be talking to ourselves and no one hears shit. People deserve appreciation. No, I mean it. And this is what people don't understand. People deserve appreciation for giving their time to actually listen to what we're talking about. Whether they agree or not, actually giving us the time to actually listen to it.
True.
Yeah. See? Gotta respect everyone. Not just the people who think they know, it's the people who are trying to learn. Because unlike you, I think I know as well, but about different topics. This is your specialty.
Right.
Oh, okay. Someone in my chat says, go for it. You haven't said anything he hasn't heard already. Okay. There's a challenge.
Really?
Yep, there's a challenge.
That sounds like bullshit.
No, there's a challenge. He only just joined my chat today, by the way. So he's new, but he's he's new, but he's actually involved with chat. The trolls don't last long on my channel, because I challenge them with shit, and then they are the ones that leave. I don't have to ban people. I make trolls leave. So yeah. So either he's here because he's like for real, or he won't be here for long. It's alright, it's easy. See,
well, I got no. You heard something you know.
Oh, yeah?
That I haven't heard before. There's no fucking way this dude heard Operation Deep Freeze mentioned with Ted Bundy. Nobody has almost heard that.
Well, I don't know.
I think that's a little bit of an arrogant.
I know. I'm not being smart. No, keep going. As I'm saying, it's like, yeah, maybe he's playing devil's advocate. Don't get emotional. Keep going and prove shit. Come on. As I said earlier, no point getting emotional. Go back to your logical brain and prove this shit. Point out what you know.
Well,
Come on, man. I'm dragging you back to, like, mellowness. Yeah. Go back to the logical and explain. Sorry?
Are you gonna let me fucking say a sentence, dude?
I am now, yeah.
Jesus. I'm not talking about you saying that to me. Whoever said that I haven't said they've heard it all this before. No, you haven't, dude. No, you haven't.
None call it something. None call it conspiracy. Read it, have it, and read it. Read it, have it, and read it. None call it conspiracy.
Yeah.
If you say something I haven't heard.
That's what I was.
If you say something I haven't heard, then congrats to both of us. No, that's cool. No, that's all right. Maybe he is as far down the rabbit hole as we are, and he has just turned up at my channel today. Which, to be honest, Which, to be honest, I'd love to be true. So let's see what we can do. All right, carry on. And to be honest, we're just doing the Bundy thing. Like, this was actually like a topic. I've just the last bit was an intermission, but we are actually doing the Bundy topic, and I am less informed than he is, so we'll see how it goes. If you have things to interject, if you have things to interject, he's saying No One Call It a Conspiracy is a book. Have you read that one?
I don't think I have.
No, I haven't. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah. No, sorry. So that means you might have some different things to say that we haven't heard if we haven't heard the book. Feel free to type in chat and stuff, and I will respond and I will ask those questions and we'll see what we can do. And I appreciate the interaction. Like, I actually do. I actually enjoy the interaction. I like it when people have differing opinions and say, no, I know this, no, I know that. But when it's two people, it's an argument. With three people, it can either be an overpowered argument or a mediator in a discussion. Banned from the South for years. The South of what? South Island, New Zealand, the south half of North America, South America, Antarctica. What's south? Right. Anyway. IS? Yeah, I do that all the time as well. I always type IS when I meant US. Yeah. I knew what you meant straight away because I have to correct that so often. Alright, okay, back to the Bundy topic. We'll carry on and we'll see if he's actually got things that he can interject about as we're going. Because, as we just both realized, there's a book out there that we haven't read. I think he just hung up on me. I think you just hung up on me. Damn it. Okay, I think he did more than that. Alright, there's no worry about that right now. Well, that was so not what I was expecting. If that's the case, I'm definitely not just looking at drone footage for the rest of the day if no one's talking to me. I always do it this other way. Hang on. Close. Close. Fuck off. If you're going to be a dick, I don't care. Fuck off. Damn it. I'll do it here. Hey, Tony. Can come voice chat here. Anyone. He was just annoyed that, I kept interrupting his fucking 2-hour documentary that he had written down. Which he had no visual for, so it was just us talking. And to be honest, I don't think, when I'm just sitting there quietly and listening, it's much of an entertaining show, as I said. If it's not entertaining, fuck all people are listening. You can't educate people if you're not entertaining them enough to actually pay attention. And it's not even being nasty, it's just something I've noticed. No one gives a fuck unless you can hold their attention. I really don't even know what I want to do now. I want some crazy shit for no reason. I always type epic wins because I don't like the fails. Serious, I hate seeing people get hurt. I just find it's negative energy. I don't give a fuck. what anyone says about the energy shit or anything. I couldn't care less. But yeah, watching people get hurt, like, upsets me. You almost feel your body cringe every time you see it, unless you're a fucking psychopath. If you're happy when you see someone get hurt, something wrong with you, not me. Oh yeah, he was reading, but he was reading his own stuff. No, he was reading his own stuff. He was not reading anyone else's shit. He had put a lot of time and effort into compiling that. This is stuff that he actually puts effort into. Like, yeah, I am not running him down in the least. He puts a lot of time and effort into it. And he sort of got put off when you're like, yeah, you haven't said anything I don't know. And he's like, oh, how can anyone know about this? Almost no one knows about that. See, there goes assumption. He thinks no one else can never know about it. Because he thinks no one else can never know about it. I get that all the time. Yeah, I know where to find him. So yeah, I met him on a Telegram channel.
I turned a Weber grill into a gigantic
Memory Holds, who does like
ridiculously cool internal mechanism.
The Pizzagate videos and shit.
Long one up there.
Yeah, Memory Hold did like a lot of the stuff, if not all, Pizzagate videos.
What he was trying to do.
Really?
I think they were.
Yes.
I can't even remember if they're compiled by someone
For
else.
it. Hello.
But yeah, met him on Memory Hold's Telegram. I had nothing against him whatsoever. When you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you and umption. And no part of that is it me.
Natural. It feels a bit like I'm walking like a robot. Like
See, don't say when you assume, because you're saying it's part of your fault. When you make an assumption, you're making an ass out of you and umption.
I can actually walk
not me.
Well.
Oh yeah, I can get in touch with him again. It's just yeah. I'm not gonna push things. This is the first time today was the first time I've been on voice chat with him. And it's because it was the first time we had an argument in chat. I said, get on voice chat. Everything got sorted out. I said, come on my fucking live stream. He's like, okay. Several hours later, or a couple of hours later or whatever, I shit, this is still on YouTube. I have to be careful of that. God damn it. And I don't know how to fucking edit shit. I wonder if I've got any viewers on YouTube. I should probably check that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, dude, you got it. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ, dude.
I haven't actually checked to see if anyone's
three
watching you on
prototype 3D
YouTube.
Pokemon cards, and I love them so much. They took a lot of time and effort, but I love how my process is refined enough that I can make multiples of these.
I just learned today that you're supposed to put your silverware in the drawer on
My
its
mouse is broken. Fuck. No. I'm gonna end up living in a tent soon. Fuck's sake. Hey, it looks like I'm still alive. Check that.
Look at this adorable goat. Now check out this goat's ears.
Yeah, and the title is
Simba's
Conspiracy
ears are
Investigator.
about 48
I've got
centimeters
one
long.
thumbs up with one person watching. Oh, and it's Alan. Cheers, buddy.
This is his third one. If he hits this one in a row,
Now
he'll
it's
be
got
dead.
2 thumbs up because I did it.
Yeah.
I should so stop. I should so stop YouTube soon.
I tried it
Yes,
for over 14
S-E-W-N.
hours, but I
I should
couldn't
stop
do
it soon.
That's why I gave up. Exactly 1 year later, I'm trying it again.
Yeah, it started again and do something new.
And what I've done here is
That's
squared
what I
the
need to
stick
start
values
doing.
and scaled them back down to the correct value, so we get far more control when you move the stick a little bit.
Who's that?
Yeah, no, it's alright, Fred. I'm the same. Like, serious. I'm actually the same. Right. Well, YouTube, please do your best to forward this shit if you can. Use the reference gift if you send me things on Proton Mail through PayPal. Gifts works better than donations. Donations, they're cunts about. So if you want, send me gifts. And I'll see you in a bit. I actually might come back soon if I work out a whole topic again. Like,